I'd like to take this opportunity to sort of talk about the things that we do at LiverWELL, some of the things that we have, some of the things that we do. And I'd just like to follow up with what Louis said in terms of like the pre and post, programs and resources that have been, made known to people living with viral hepatitis, and sort of different platforms that have been available and who's accessing them. And I'd also like to mention that, at LiverWELL, we'd also like to know what we can do to help support, your organizations, in finding out what works, what doesn't work, and just would like to collaborate and hopefully strengthen these ties and our service deliveries to people living with viral hepatitis and liver disease. But before I begin, my two co-workers, Pearl and Chloe, are going to be handing out some evaluation forms. And just in the interest of time, because I'm aware that we are running 20 minutes behind, if you could kindly please just fill out the evaluation forms, which is what we will be using to help inform future events like these. And your input is greatly appreciated. Thank you. So while you're filling that out, I'll just be mumbling along, talking about some of the things that we have and do at LiverWELL. As always, if you are unaware, at our registration table, we do have some resources that you're more than welcome to take. And we also have some resources that are in your little show bags, which includes many of our brochures and posters. And if you'd like to have more copies of that, please feel free to contact us. So while everyone's filling out the evaluation forms, I'd like to first talk about one of our two major services in terms of engaging with the community. First, we have our Liver Line, which is 1-800-703-003. And the Liver Line is a free and confidential service wherein a LiverWELL team member will try to answer questions or queries that are brought up by the person making the phone call. And this could range from stigma to discrimination, or wanting a referral to a GP, or wanting to know where to access treatment. Or it can even just be someone wanting to have a discussion because maybe they found out of the status and, they're really confused and they're really scared about, talking to family and friends, and they just want someone else to talk to and sort of guide them through this process. Similarly, we have our web chat function. So if a phone call's a bit too confronting, they can really pop that in the chat, and someone at LiverWELL will also try to respond to those queries as well. We have a youth program called Street Shot, where education sessions relating to hepatitis C and B are conducted to secondary, high school students, even TAFE students as well. Content is specifically made for young people, and it talks about transmission and stigma and discrimination. And following up from the Street Shot education sessions, we have this thing called the Street Shot Youth Arts Competition, which is held every year, I think in October, where we engage young people to submit an art medium. It can be a photo, a short video, animation, even. I think now we're taking in poems, poetry, and music as well, that looks at raising awareness about viral hepatitis and how young people sort of understand and how they can help raise awareness about viral hepatitis, which is a big topic for young people as well. And there's an incentive as well of a prize of up to $1,000. As you can see there, we've had 12 successful years of Street Shot. We also have our community programs, Hep Speakers and Hep Heroes as well, which is Mandy Ritchie also gladly volunteering her time as well. Thank you so much, Mandy. Yes, so it includes our lived experience speakers, and people who, so for Hep Heroes, it's people who do amazing work in the viral hepatitis and liver disease sector. And this includes advocacy and campaigning as well. We talked a lot about working with the multicultural community and language translations as well. And I'd like to take this opportunity in showcasing that we have information about liver health in general available in, I think, 17 languages. And we also have a few resources, brochures, in fact, that are translated into multiple languages as well. But we have a lot of resources that have been translated into Chinese and Vietnamese as well, as those are some of the priority populations that we've been working with. And I'm aware that Bendigo Health have also been collaborating with the Karen community in doing a lot of amazing Karen tailored resources as well. And I've seen some of those like videos that are up on YouTube and things like that. So that's quite amazing. Yes. We have many brochures that range from, Australian migrant visa to mothers-to-be, specific brochures as well. And we also have, short stories and, stories that are available in plain English that talk about hepatitis B as well. I'd like to also talk about in the topic of working with the multicultural community. At LiverWELL, we also have multicultural community educators working with the Vietnamese community, Chinese community, and the Cambodian community. And I'm also one of the multicultural community educators as well, working with the Filipino community and also with Australian migrant English program students as well, as a way to engage with the wider multicultural community. Most of the students that I sort of work with and hold these education sessions, include many people from African countries as well, so from Eritrea, Sudan, Somalia, Ethiopia as well. Other resources include our LiverWELL app. So this is an app that you can get on your phone to help manage your liver health and has functions including scheduling appointments, tracking your medications, and tracking your liver results and helping you to engage with your general practitioner or doctor. We also have specific resources, healthy living guides for young people. We have a healthy living guide for alcohol and other drugs. We also have the Aboriginal healthy living guide as well. And we also hold education sessions as well within those topics as well. So education sessions with the AOD sector, working with the workforce. We have education sessions that we try to hold with people who interact with justice, even with the Aboriginal community as well. One of our upcoming projects that's coming up in July is what we call the World Hepatitis Day initiatives or incentives. This is to help support organizations, community organizations, to help raise awareness about World Hepatitis Day, which is July 28. And part of this incentive is to support these organizations in holding an event or possibly creating a resource, to help raise awareness about World Hepatitis Day. If you're interested in this initiative and incentive, please feel free to contact one of us at LiverWELL, and we can talk about applying and hopefully getting these initiatives. To stay connected, we've got our socials up here. So we're quite active on Instagram and Facebook. We've got some short videos on TikTok about healthy recipes in the vein of keeping your liver healthy, eating well, and being cautious of your mental health, keeping your mental health in check as well, and some quick ideas about getting active as well, especially during these times of COVID where everyone was sort of stuck at home, so it's really easy to forget about your mental health and getting active as well. But since now with restrictions easing, it's a good time to sort of get back into that rhythm. We also hold we also have an e-newsletter called HepChat, which is a bi-weekly electronic newspaper that we send out to our subscribers. If you're interested in that, please let us know. We can help you subscribe to that. And it includes some of the work that we do at LiverWELL and also some sector news, viral hepatitis and liver disease news as well, relating not to Australia but also internationally as well.